Hi, I'm Steve Thompson, president of Emery Thompson Machine.
I'm Christi Brown, vice president of sales and marketing.
And who's your friend there?
Samantha Jane.
Hi, Sammy.
Who just burped in my face.
And Stella is off camera. She's a little shy.
Yes.
Let's see. I guess I will start. I had a customer call up, and he wants to make. Oh, by the way, this looks like a soft serve day. He wanted to use his soft serve machine to make Dole Whip. Dole Whip, I've tasted it, and we've actually run it here. It's an excellent product. It's very good. However, you are paying for the name. You're paying quite a bit for the name. But some people don't mind because it brings in crowds and it commands a high profit. However, I advised him that he could have made the same product exactly, even fresher without the chemicals, in his Emery Thompson batch freezer. For the CB350, it would have been 4 quarts of cold tap water, 1 3/4 pounds of cane sugar, and 3/4 quart of canned pineapple pieces with syrup. I didn't get to the grocery store to be able to tell you how many cans that are, but it would be 3/4 quart of the pineapple pieces in the syrup, and the syrup and everything goes right in. And 13 minutes later, you've got 6 to 7 gallons of just a fantastic product. Scoops very well, and it's very refreshing.
A Kristen asks, this is actually a very good question. Do different mix-ins, like plain vanilla versus Oreo or strawberries, call for different speeds? Speeds as in, do you need to have different settings for each different flavor? The answer is no. We have said in the past that for the high-end flavors like butter pecan or candied maple bacon, you want to run that on a super premium just because it'll make it more thick and dense and richer and creamier. But you don't have to. You can run a homemade setting, 100% overrun for every single flavor you make. It doesn't really matter, and it's just your preference. If you want to run your Oreo at super premium, you can. If you want to run it at homemade, you can as well.
All right. I had a customer call in with a specific question, and his answer is, my answer to him is 20 3/4 inches.
Okay.
Maybe I should elaborate. I guess I should elaborate. He's buying a sink for his ice cream parlor, and he's just bought a 24-quart batch freezer from us. And we've talked about this in the past, but it's good to review. The health department wants the largest part of the machine to be completely submersible in water. So this piece here is our dasher. Some people call it a beater with the spring-loaded blades, and it is 20 3/4 inches long from stem to stern. When you're going to buy a sink, if you bought a sink that was 20 3/4 inches deep, that's going to be a very deep sink and incredibly expensive because it's what we call deep drawn. It's stamped out of one piece of stainless steel. So that's not a very good measurement to work with, too expensive. The other way is horizontal, and now it's 20 3/4 inches wide, so you've got wash, rinse, and sanitize. That's a very large sink. So here's a little trick to cut down on both those measurements. When you want to put this into water, put it into the sink on the diagonal. For me, that would be northwest to southeast, but you're going to lower it into the sink like that, and now it doesn't take up as much room, and it completes your needs to be able to completely submerge this for sanitizing.
Mm-hmm. That's a very true statement, too.
20 3/4 inches.
And, if you need the measurements for the CB350 and the 40 quart, we have those as well, so be sure to reach out. So this person asked, do I need to clean my machine before I sanitize it? Absolutely. So when you get done making your product at the end of the day, or certain particular flavors like peanut butter because of allergens, or working with any type of peanuts, always clean your machine. You want to give it a good rinse with water. You want to, give it a good wipe down. And before you make any product, you have to do your sanitizing. Go by the directions on the sanitizer bottle that you have, of course, with your health department, what they ask you and advise for you to do for how long. But yes, definitely clean your machine before you sanitize, because you don't want to make a product and then sanitize it and it's just got yuck stuff still in there. You want to take it apart, clean it, and then sanitize it.
Absolutely. In fact, we have a case of that. Someone was using our machine last week and they didn't completely clean it.
Yes, that is a very true statement.
We won't mention his or her name, but they're
No.
banned for life.
No, not banned. You just need to clean a little bit better.
A friend of mine, Randy, wrote me. He's always sending me good information and articles, and Randy sent me an article with a very provocative title. I don't think you can see it from there. 5 reasons you should never eat soft serve. Well,
Wait, you got to read the fine print. Sorry to ruin your summer.
Sorry to ruin your summer. I won't tell you the author's name because this is just an awful article. But I just love getting information like this and passing it along to you. It's an awful article because the author didn't do their homework. They didn't research it proper enough. In the article, the author says that soft serve machines should be cleaned and sanitized every 10 to 24 hours. It used to be that way. Back when Emery Thompson built soft serve machines for the United States Navy and we put these noisy machines on nuclear submarines, they had to be cleaned every single day. Most of the knockoff machines that come from foreign countries are unsophisticated and they have to be cleaned every single day that you're using them. There are exceptions. There's what's called a gravity-fed machine, and you take it apart every night. But the big ones that come from Taylor, Stolting, Caprigiani, Electrofreeze, these are sophisticated machines that you only have to clean, I think, on average about once a week or 10 days. They have special processes in the machine that keep it running so you don't have to clean it that often. So that was the first thing that was wrong. The second thing that really got me is the author writes, a lot of soft serve ice cream is made with unpasteurized base. That's just not true. I'd have to say 99.75% of all soft ice cream is from a pasteurized base. Pasteurized meaning that the bacteria has been killed off in a process called pasteurization. If you were using raw milk and you had a very, very small market, maybe you would use unpasteurized. But as Christi and I have talked about before, soft serve blend or mix is a very unique product. It has properties in it, unlike hard ice cream, to keep it from melting so fast. So all of that gets pasteurized long before it. Lastly, the author tries to scare you with this is just the most horrible way to die from eating soft ice cream. And she quotes, back in 2005, over 120 people in Ohio got sick. And then again, in 2016, 2 people were hospitalized. I mean, you talk about scare tactics. There is nothing wrong or dangerous with soft ice cream. It's a very good product. It's not as good as hard ice cream, and all it is soft serve. You can't really make a great mint chip or salted caramel or lavender chocolate chip.
Most of the soft serve you can't even call ice cream because it's not high enough by law in butterfat.
Too low fat. Yeah, it's called frozen dessert. But is it going to kill you? No. It's a very safe product. So I'm sorry, this article was a waste of time.
We can say it does not ruin your summer.
No.
What is the amount of mix that I should put in my machine for the optimum usage? That's a very good question. A little too complicated to kind of discuss on video. However, there is a maximum that you can put in each machine that we have. If you are interested in a specific machine, or you already currently have one and you think you're not putting enough in or you're putting too much, please give us a shout and we'll tell you what you can and how much you can put in there. So there's a rule of thumb max for every machine. However, when you work with water-based product, you could put a little bit more because there is no fat content, which means there's not going to have any expansion. If we still have a little bit of time, I haven't gotten a 30-second shout yet. A good way to explain the fat content and why there is no expansion. If you were to take sugar and water and put it in a bowl with a whisk, and you were to whisk that super fast for 5 minutes, it's not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. It's still sugar and water. If you were to take heavy whipping cream and some sugar and put it in a bowl with a whisk and whisk it really fast, what's going to happen? You're going to wind up with a very, very fluffy homemade whipping cream. That is a fat content. So when you work with water-based products, you can add a little bit more. I feel like I use my hands way too much. Whenever you work with water-based products, you can add just a little bit more to your machine. But when you work with dairy, you have to keep it at a certain amount. But definitely reach out to us for that kind of question.
So before Christy takes
Oh,
off,
no.
we're going to say goodbye. And
have to
if, you
sit on my
if, you,
hands.
if you have questions, please send them in to us. We're here 7 days a week, Brooksville, Florida. And you can call us. You can send us in your questions. You can text us. You can email us. We're very accessible. Have a great week.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.